In just the last couple of days, I've seen lots of other NBA YouTubers making all these videos about the Los Angeles Lakers. They're talking about how their season has completely gone off the rails and there's no way they can recover in time to make a deep run in the playoffs. All the guys in these videos are in panic mode. Look at this, video titles like, "Are the Lakers in trouble?" Then we have another one, "The Lakers are in serious trouble." And then you've got, "The Lakers are in serious trouble," this time capitalized with 3 exclamation points. So you know that it's true. And then again, "Are the Lakers in trouble?"
What?
But the thing is, I don't think the Lakers are in trouble at all. Everyone saying this is wrong. In today's video, I'm going to talk about why all this talk about the Lakers being finished is completely overblown, and why I think they're still the favorites to win the NBA championship. Thanks for tuning into today's video, guys. My name is Troy. This is the Half Court Report. If you like the NBA, and I know you do, be sure to click that thumbs up button to show some love to the channel. And if you're new, make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss any videos, fresh content, several times a week. So the Lakers are in trouble, I guess. So why does everyone think the sky is falling in Lakerland? So first off, let's look at the facts. Yeah, the Lakers have underperformed from where pretty much anyone expected at the start of the season. Part of that could be due to the Lakers having less time than any other team from the end of last season to the beginning of this season. That quick turnaround time gave the team less time for recovery and less time to acclimate new players into the organization. Fast forward to now, and yeah, the Lakers are dangerously close to missing the playoffs, and that is entirely due to injuries to Lebrun James and Anthony Davis. AD has never looked completely like himself this season, and has been limited to just over 30 games. LeBron, he has finally started to look human, and he's dealt with the biggest injury and longest layoff of his career. And unfortunately for Laker fans, both superstars dealt with these injuries at the same time. So that's not a surprise, right? When 2 of the best players on the planet, the 2 players that 99% of your offense runs through, when those guys are out at the same time for a whole lot of games, then your team is going to suffer. And during that time, the Lakers did indeed struggle, only winning about a third of their games. Then you've got the Drummond signing. It was heralded as the move that would put the Lakers over the top in a crowded Western Conference. And, you know, it still might, but the truth is, with LeBron and AD being out of action, the Lakers have been unable to truly realize what Drummond's role on this Lakers team is. Drummond has been shoehorned into trying to be that number 1 option, and as we've seen from his days in Detroit and in Cleveland, teams with Drummond as the number 1 option and the focal point of the offense don't really go very far. So with that being said, maybe the Lakers were in trouble, but they're not now. Anthony Davis is back, and he is playing like his old self. LeBron is just biding his time and getting right before the playoffs. The Lakers are sitting back, they're getting healthy, and they are just waiting to strike. They're going to be fine once the playoffs do hit. And I think they're going to steamroll through every team that they face. The injuries are healing up, and the chemistry is getting even better. If you still don't believe me, just check out how things could shake out. Right now, the Lakers are the 7th seed. They would be slated to face the Warriors in the play-in tournament. The Warriors have found a groove as of late, but it'll be extremely tough for Steph Curry and the Warriors' lack of depth to defeat LeBron and Anthony Davis. Add in Drummond, who, say what you will about him, he would dominate against the Warriors' lack of size. And if Drummond starts going all Drummond out there, basically playing terrible basketball, then you have Marc Gasol or Montrezl Harrell, both who have their issues but are better than Kevon Looney and Alen Smailagic, who the Warriors would be rolling out. Beating Golden State would ensure the Lakers get the 7th seed and a matchup with the Phoenix Suns. And the Suns have been a great NBA story this season. They're headed back to the playoffs for the first time in a decade. But I see them as an out versus the Lakers. It comes down to experience. The Suns have Chris Paul, but the other members of their big three, being DeAndre Ayton and Devin Booker, they've played as many NBA playoff games as you or I have. The same goes for basically everyone else on their team not named Jay Crowder. They have no experience. The Suns are the definition of a good regular season team who will crumble in a 7-game series. I would expect the Lakers to win in 5. That would set up a likely matchup versus the Clippers, which would actually pose a bit of a challenge for the Lakers. Of course, any team with Kawhi Leonard and Paul George is going to be a problem, but I would still take a healthy Laker team in a 7-game series. And if fans are allowed in the arena, that makes it even better for the Lakers because you're pretty much guaranteeing all home games, since Clipper fans are kind of like the Loch Ness Monster. You hear that they're out there, but we've never actually seen one before. If the Lakers can dispatch the Clippers, that would leave a likely Western Conference Finals matchup with the Utah Jazz. And like the Suns, I consider the Jazz to be a stellar regular season team, but I'm still not convinced they have the players or experience to be a legit threat to come all the way out of the West. And for the Lakers, that leaves only a team like the Nets, the Bucks, or the Sixers standing in their way of a second straight NBA title. And if the Lakers are able to make it to the NBA Finals to face one of those teams, then that guarantees the team is firing on all cylinders, and chemistry and injuries are not an issue. Need any more proof that the Lakers aren't worried? Just look to Anthony Davis and Lebrun James themselves. AD is actually on record as saying he's looking forward to the play-in tournament and potentially being in it. He called it the biggest challenge the Lakers have had to face. A play-in tournament, that's what he's calling the biggest challenge. LeBron isn't sweating it either. He didn't come out against the play-in tournament because he thinks the Lakers will lose. He came out against it because he sees it as a waste of time and something that he's too good for. To me, all this points to a team that is looking ahead to a deep playoff run, no matter what seed they end up being. Guys, that's what I think, but I need you to tell me in the comments what you think about the Lakers. Do you think they are in trouble? Or are people just saying that because it's the Lakers and they're trying to get clicks, they're trying to get people to watch their videos, they're trying to get the comments and the engagement? If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like. Also, subscribe to the channel so you never miss another NBA video. I've got some boxes on the screen right now that you need to click on for more NBA content just like this and help support the channel. Thanks so much for watching. My name is Troy, and I'll see you next time on the Half Court Report.